All right, friends, it's T, and we back with a video on guess who? Jason Blaha, strength and fitness. Bro, training for aesthetics will not make you weaker. Well, that's debatable. Let's see what he says.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and I thought I would sit down and do a video for you guys and gals. Let me get a sip of my water first.
Well, that's so kind of you, Jason, to sit down and make a video for us so we could tear you apart. Awesome.
In my radio voice corner, let's talk about this. This is an important thing to discuss because, again, people obviously note that I am looking much better. My phys-
You look, I don't know if you look better. You look aged and you look thinner. You look thinner, like you've lost weight and you've aged a lot. Yeah, you've aged a lot.
physique is still a long way from where I wanted, but I'm going to continue to actually focus on aesthetics as a primary training goal.
So he's going to focus on aesthetics because that's his primary goal. And he says it will not make you weaker. You want to know what's going to make you weaker? Age. Age is going to make you weaker. Now, I can't go back up to the top. I will later to show you where this report is in NCBI. But if you read this section in there on satellite cell, I'll go up there in a minute. Aging, this section down here, you scroll down, aging, a progressive decline in muscle strength may be the greatest contributing factor, leading to an impaired physical function with age. Doesn't that suck? Age-associated muscle atrophy has been shown to begin as early as the mid-20s. That's when you stop growing. Mid-20s, 25, right? You stop growing at 25. So the question is this. It's associated, it says here, it already starts in mid-20s. Holy shit. But it's a very slow, progressive aging. Progressively, you're aging very slow. Okay. Sorry. After which time the rate of muscle decline accelerates. Oh shit, that's even worse. So it already starts at mid-20s, 25, and it accelerates. But I know, you're going to the gym to build muscles and to get stronger, even though your natural strength and muscle is going down and disappearing and going away. So yeah, and then they talk about sarcopenia, an age-related reduction in number and size of muscle fibers. Wow, sarcopenia, he's like 47, right? He's suffering from sarcopenia, I can see it. There's a reduction in the number of muscle fibers and the size of them. So you actually lose muscle fibers and they get smaller. Shit. Seems to be responsible for the decrease in muscle mass. God damn, that really sucks. Weakness ensues, resulting in an impaired mobility. Oh, that really sucks. An increased risk for falls. Yeah, that comes on quite quickly for these, aged people. And a decreased physical functioning. Well, your functioning is decreased. That sucks. In addition, increasing age typically results in a decreased overall regenerative capacity. Oh, shit. That comes with age. That's why they're selling NMN tablets, because this NAD level goes down. They're trying to bring back your NAD levels, that is your regenerative capacity of your body. Yeah, you're losing regeneration, which contributes to decreased muscle mass, increased susceptibility to muscle damage. Oh, you get more susceptibility to muscle damage. Well, that's kind of like, yeah, ouchie. An impairment of skeletal muscle regeneration in response to injury, and a prolonged recovery. Damn, that really gotta suck, bro. It's all been said that all aging phenomena, tissue deterioration, cancer, and propensity to infections can be interpreted as signs of aging, and the level of somatic stem cells, all these lines, age, skeletal muscle, has been characterized significant decrease in number of satellite cells per muscle fiber That's why it's important to increase the number of satellite cells. The question is, how do you do that? So you could reverse all this aging. You can actually reverse aging through regeneration by increasing the number of satellite cells per muscle fiber in humans. It's a significant decline in satellite cell count is observed after 70 years of age. Well, it's already happening. It's happening already at 25. And it has been recently shown that satellite cells obtained from aged skeletal muscle have been increased susceptibility to programmed cell death when exposed to pro-apoptotic milieu. But I'm not going to go any further. That's enough. So I'll show you where I got this from, in case you're curious. The effects of muscle loading, skeletal muscle regenerative potential, and update in current research findings relating to aging and neuromuscular pathology. Yeah, 2016. So this is not too old. This is quite new. So yeah, man, that's Jason.
Actually, focus on aesthetic as a primary training goal.
I think he should focus more on regeneration, muscle regeneration, regenerating these satellite cells, because he's fucking going, bro. I'm not joking. He's going. This is sarcopenia. This food is gross. Whatever he's eating here is food stamps. He needs to get a job. He looks terrible. He says he's growing his chest and muscles. He's not growing shit. His muscles are never growing. If anything, it's sarcopenia. He's suffering from sarcopenia. He says he has all these autoimmune diseases. That's the start. What I just read you. These are all the issues.
Right, nutrition and training goals going to be very high on my list of priorities.
Nutrition and training goals high on his list. Okay.
But the topic comes up of, will you get weaker because of that? Well, we make it weak.
That's not what's making you weaker. You're losing satellite cells when you're losing all these tissues and whatever the hell you're doing there to yourself.
Weaker because of the weight loss. We make it weaker because of the cutting, but that is actually largely regainable as long as you maintain the lean tissue. And I think some things that people
Gonna maintain the lean tissue. You don't maintain it. The satellite cells do. And well, you need to eat. But they're disappearing rapidly.
need to think about. It just doesn't take that much.
Chronic exercise can diminish the satellite cell pool. Yeah. That will extend aging and your telomeres will shorten. Yeah, they shorten because loss of satellite cells. You increase telomeres by increasing the satellite cell pool.
Heavy work to maximize neural drive, it really doesn't. And we know, study after study after study that looked at elite powerlifters.
In other words, now that you're older, your training can't be the same as it was when you were younger. It takes on a new evolutionary stage. You need to start focusing on regeneration. But this dum-dum, he's still focused. He's going to build his pecs. Listen to what he says. I'm going to build my muscles and pecs. You're 47 years old. You ain't building shit, bro.
They can pretty much do a DEXA scan and determine where they're going to place. In other words, this has been done. They've taken powerlifters, done DEXA scans, and the researchers, without knowing which each one is, have ranked them based upon height, structure, lean body mass. And they have been able to successfully determine their totals in relation to each other. In other words, this person has the strongest total, this person has the seventh strongest total. They can go do it down the road. So what does this tell you?
Nothing.
We've known for a long time, lean body mass relative to levers and moment arms is the primary determination of your maximum strength.
No matter what you do, when those satellite cells diminish, you'll lose fibers and the mass. The thickness of the fiber will go down. But it's even worse when you lose muscle fibers. You're not increasing the fiber count. You're losing them. That's crazy.
Neural drive, all this other stuff is maybe 10%. So do you see?
Just like it said there in that report, you're deteriorating. The deterioration moves up quicker. Yeah, it's just, wow.
Where we're going with this, when you look at it from this perspective, does anyone really think Well, man, Blaha is benching less weight because he's doing all this flat back benching. Wide grip flat.
He's too concerned about lifting something heavy. Should be concerned about muscle regeneration.
Back benching, no leg drive, but it's building my pectorals. All right, so you guys see me doing
What? It's building his pectorals? I don't see anything being built. It's crazy.
all this. Does anyone think that that's going to not help my bench in the long term? My pecs are growing. I'm doing incline.
His pecs aren't growing. He's lying. That thing reached an MND size limit fucking 30 years ago. And those satellite cells, they're not building any muscles in his pecs. He's dreaming. He's imagining things. There's nothing going on there.
Again, helps you out of the bottom of the bench. My front delts are
Let's go see if his chest is growing. Oh, there he is. No, chest is not growing. If anything, it's melting like a candle. It's melted.
going to grow from all of that. My upper chest is going to grow. All that pressing helps triceps, but I must.
Yes, my upper chest is going to grow because I say it's going to grow. It's going to grow because I say it's going to grow. My chest is going to grow. This is going to happen. This is going to that. Here's the thing, man. On my channel, body does the talking. I don't need to speak. Body does the talking. Anything that you do, whatever it is you're doing on your channel, body will do the talking for you. You don't need to speak. Body does the talking. Fucking. But this guy making up stuff about, my chest is going to grow and this is going to happen and that. Okay, where? Show us. Show us where. Where? I don't see nothing. I don't see nothing growing, okay? I see nothing. If anything, I see you're getting smaller. You're shrinking. Sarcopenia. Talking about.
Doing all those extensions. Don't you think that's going to help bench in the long term? I'm doing all.
Oh, I'm doing all these extensions. Don't you think that's going to help me bench? Bench. I gotta keep benching in hell. Lifting slave hell, bro. It's crazy.
This extra lat work. My lats are getting bigger. When you power bench.
My lats are getting bigger, but they're not bigger. They're getting bigger, but they're not getting bigger.
Lats help you drive it out of the bottom.
Sure, they're getting bigger. Yeah, Blaha.
So the
This person lives in a delusional state. He's on mental disability. You're looking at a mental patient talking to you through a computer screen, a YouTube channel. Yeah.
end result is from all of that, in the long term, I'm going to be lighter, leaner, and with bigger pecs and bigger triceps.
Sure he is. He's going to be lighter, leaner, with bigger pecs and dot, dot, dot. How many years has he been saying this on this channel? For decades. Over a decade.
In terms of the Wilk score on my bench, from a powerlifting perspective, wouldn't that eventually make it go up? Of course it would. All right, same thing with the squatting and deadlifting. Well, body fat hurts you on the deadlift. This is a fact. No.
Body fat. Body fat has no MND size limit. The muscles do.
Notice most of the best deadlifters have abs. No, seriously, when you go look at different weight classes, they're all leaner. I mean, historic examples, Taylor Woolham. Crazy deadlift. How about Big KK?
Who cares?
Damn raises. You see that? Biggest squats in the world do have big bellies. Yeah.
Biggest squats have the biggest bellies. Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything. Okay, whatever. I don't know.
Opposite of the deadlift. Outside of it, yeah, okay, fine. But we come back over to that point. For maximizing strength, we're always trying to game the system. You're trying to.
He's always trying to maximize chemical strength as opposed to his natural strength, which is disappearing rapidly, called sarcopenia.
For this to be there. And my point is, getting lean helps your strength to weight ratios.
Yeah, it's good to be lean, I guess. It's not going to help your strength nothing ratio. You're going downhill.
You spend some time on your biceps and getting leaner. But I would have ventured to say that had he switched over to pure powerlifting, he could have been.
Well, I got to leave it at that, man. Training for aesthetics will not make you weaker. I don't know. You're getting weaker because of sarcopenia. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, friends.